Hey guys, welcome to my next installment of the Midweek Mile. Hope you all doing well and getting excited for the yellow phase coming soon. So quick story here. A few weekends ago, my wife and I were invited to a get-together that was hosted by one of my wife's friends. And I had never met this friend. I didn't know anyone that was going to be there. I really had no idea what to expect or what this whole get-together thing was all about. I was just going to hang out with my wife and was excited to get out of the house for a little bit. I was honestly assuming it'd be something like hanging around a fire pit, maybe playing some cornhole, just a normal chill adult get-together that I'm sure most of us have been to. And man, let me tell you, I was way off. Get to this house and go inside, and I can't even really think of a good way to describe the scene that I found myself in. I won't go into too much detail. I'll just say that there was a lot of people under the influence, heavily under the influence. And I met the people that invite us. I mean, they were super nice. I was just like cringing the whole time. I was just super uncomfortable. And not too long after getting there, I see some people getting out some drugs. The hardcore stuff. And I was just speechless. I didn't know what to do. I pulled my wife aside. I was just like, hey, I'm super uncomfortable right now. But she stood, but she didn't want to be rude and just turn around and leave. So, I reluctantly stayed there a while with her. And, I'm a nice guy. I wasn't rude to anyone or anything. I had my smile on all night, tried to socialize as best I could. In a situation where I was basically the only sober one in a house full of people that were pretty out of control. And after that night, honestly, the whole thing kind of bothered me for several days. Just questioning how I ended up there. Should I have stayed there? I'm a man of God. I'm all in as a follower of Jesus, and yet there I was in this scene where it just felt so far away from who I am and who I want to be and the people I want to be around. As I'm battling with this for a couple days, I remembered, Jesus, our Savior, was known for hanging out with these same people. Matthew 11:19 tells us how Jesus was accused by association of being a glutton and a drunkard and a friend of tax collectors and sinners. And those people I was with that night, those are the people that Jesus hung out with, the people that he welcomed into his life. He was a friend of those sinners, not because he ignored their sin, but so he could save them from their sin. And those are the people that we are called to reach and to share the good news of our Savior with. And honestly, I got pretty jazzed up after that. I even remembered, I was wearing my Psalm 23 hat that night, if you can see it. And some people at the party even asked me about it. So, thinking back on it, I realized, a handful of people that probably have never known Jesus heard me talk about how Jesus leads me beside still waters and restores my soul. So that's pretty stinking cool thinking about that. Now, I don't know if I'll be invited back to hang out with him anytime soon. My wife seems to think we will because her friend told her, I guess, that everyone thought I was a cool dude or whatever. But I'm kind of amped up about it now, thinking maybe this is an opportunity for me to keep planting some seeds in these people's lives. This is our calling, right? We are supposed to spread the gospel, help people come to know Jesus, and I've always had that in my heart and mind. This is honestly the first time in my Christian life where I really felt that desire, felt that opportunity to be from Matthew 5:13, the salt of the earth and the light of the world, to let my light shine before others that they may see my good deeds and glorify our Father in heaven. So I'm excited about it, and we'll see what happens. So my encouragement to you guys for the week is, don't just write off a situation like this that you might be placed into. If you find yourself in an uncomfortable spot or a situation you don't want to be in, or maybe around some people that you don't like to associate with, ask yourself how God is trying to use you in that situation. We might not think it's ideal. We might not think it's where we want to be, but might be exactly where Jesus has called you to be. Have a good week, guys. Love y'all. Stay safe.